Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't who tells it like a TI is. Like my video, please give it a thumbs up. Like my channel, please subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is Kandi and the Gang. Kandi and the Gang premiered this past Sunday, and I just got through rewatching it last night because I wanted to do a good review on it. I had already said that I was going to do a review on Kandi and the Gang anyway, but it premiered this past Sunday, like I just said, and she gave us a little backstory on it and a little introduction. She started out saying that I have my little notes down here, but she started out saying that 5 years ago, the restaurant OLG was was a plan of Todd's because he thought that her mom and her aunts needed to have a restaurant because they know how to cook and they had good recipes. And she said they started OLG about 5 years ago, and OLG started off good, but then they had changed so many different general managers that the restaurant kind of fell off the way. And so she said that's why they were having all those bad comments and reviews from Yelp and Google and stuff like that. And so she was saying that they had to hire a new general manager, and her and Todd were getting ready to go to the Old Lady Gang restaurant, and Kenny and Todd were talking in the car, and they were saying, well, we hope the employees and everybody are receptive to the new changes that we're about to start and we're about to have. And Todd said, well, I don't know because it's kind of wild over there, like the Wild Wild West. And then Kenny said, well, yeah, we gotta make some changes. We gotta do some stuff. And so they arrived at the OLG gang, and then Kandi, Todd, and the new general manager Phillip and Don Juan, they decided to have a meeting. I guess it was in the side dining room, whatever you want to call it. And the guy Philip was introduced to Kandi, and he said he had been working with different organizations, but he decided to come and work with Kandi because he wanted to work with a black owned company. And then so Don Juan interjected and said, "Well, Kandi, do you think they know why Philip is here?" And Candace said, "Well, I hope so." And Candace said, "Well, Philip, do you think they know why you're here?" Philip said, "Nah." Philip said, "They just look at me as another worker. They see me coming here working. They don't ask questions who I am, who is this person. They just keep on doing the same stuff." And she said, "Well, that's got to change." He said, "Yeah, I know it's got to change." He said, "You got to have some structure around here." She said, "Well, okay, we all on the same page." And said they all was on the same page. They agreed. So Kandi and Todd and Don Juan and all of them, they went out to greet the staff. And so Don Juan told the staff that there are going to be some changes around here. And Candy said, "Yeah, there are going to be some changes around here." And and then Don Juan introduced Philip. He said Philip is going to be the new general manager around here, and y'all going to have to do what Philip said. And before they could even get through introducing Philip, here comes the hostess Shawbreca talking about, "I don't like him. I don't like him." And then so Candy looked kind of funny. Todd didn't say too much of nothing, and Philip had a funny look on his face. And then Don Juan took Shawbreca to the side and said, "Shawbreca, you were wrong for doing that. We were in the middle of a meeting and discussing this, and you talking about you don't like somebody." He said, "You got to pull that attitude in. You got to pull that in." She said, "Because he's going to be around for a while, and he's going to be your new boss." I'm just saying, I'm like, he said, "You better pull that attitude in." And so it switched to the next scene where after they introduced everybody, they introduced Philip, and they were saying that he was the GM of operations at OLG, and he used to work for Blaze, and they were saying they were calling him a baller. And then next introduction was Shawbreca when she got to talking to Dominique about she didn't like him, and they showed her where she was she graduated from college. And she moved to Atlanta 4 years ago, and she said she's a hostess at the old lady gang, and her side hustle is selling sunglasses. And then they switched to Dominique's character and introduction, and they were saying she's a bartender, but she's also a dancer. And they said she danced for Megan Thee Stallion and other people. And they said that Dominique, I call her Dominique, but some people say her name is Dom Unique because I got a U in there, but I don't care. But anyway, it's not that I don't care, it's just that I'm used to pronouncing it like that. But anyway, she said she interested more in her dancing. And then after that, they introduced Philip they introduced Philip to Brandon. And Brandon said that he was the I guess a temporary GM, and until they got somebody else. And so Brandon they introduced Brandon introduced Philip to Brandon, and they seemed like they hit it off pretty much. And so it went back to it went back to Chandrika, and she was still talking. And so Philip was telling her, well, you're gonna have to calm that attitude down. He said, you calm that attitude down and you could leave. So, you can't tell me. And so what happened, even though after Don Juan talked to Chandrika, she still had that attitude, and she still had that attitude and stuff. And then Philip said, I'm standing right here and you're still talking about it. You're still talking about the situation. We thought it was over with. He said, you go home, Chandrika. And so what happened, and so he sent Chandrika home, and then they were getting ready to open. And then Don Juan would have told Kandi that Philip sent Chandrika home because of attitude. And Candy was saying, why did you send why did he send Chandrika home? And then Todd said in his confessional that he would have sent Chandrika home too, because the way she was acting. He said, you don't you don't you don't keep an employee if she's making your company look bad. And Candy was talking about, well, she's been loyal. And then Todd said, hey, it ain't about no loyalty. It's about business. It's about business. You gotta keep your business going up. And then Candy did have to admit in her confessional with Todd that Chandrika was the one getting all those bad yup comments, because she put them up about, yeah, the hostess was rude and that. And so and so after that, Philip kind of told Dominique that he wasn't going to be going back and forth with her before he let her go, because he said she was a minimum wage employee. I didn't like that. You shouldn't be disrespecting a host or a dishwasher or a server, because wouldn't be for those people, your restaurant wouldn't be able to run. So you need to have, even though she was disrespectful, you could have gave her a side shade better than that. And some people had some people had some people had some people had comments about it, like me, didn't like it and think it was disrespectful, and then others didn't think it was that bad. This is gonna have to be a two-part video, and so this is part one of the video, and I'm gonna do part two. This is Abe Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a Ti is. I am out.